So there's definitely no hiding the fact that I am roasty toasty right now. So let's get home. Airplane sounds great. Seatbelts are fastened. Flaps are in the up position. Heater and defrost are both turned off and looking great. Avionics master switch is on. All gauges are illuminated and looking awesome there too. Turn our iPad on so we can see the traffic for situational awareness. Gonna say, I know it's not dead. That thing better start up on me. There we go. Let's listen to the weather in the meantime.
1308, visibility 10. Few clouds 5,000, temperature 33, dew point 21, altimeter 29er 89er, runway 18. RNAV approach in use. All pilots back hold short instructions. Advise initial contact. You have Alpha. Executive tower information Alpha, time 2150 Zulu, wind 1308, visibility 10. Few clouds 5,000, temperature 33, dew point 21, altimeter 29er 89er,
Perfect.
runway 18.
Oops.
RNAV approach in use. All pilots back hold short instructions. Advise initial contact. You have Alpha. Executive tower information Alpha, time 2150 Zulu, wind 1308, visibility
130 at 8, not shabby at all. So 29er, 89er here on our primary, and that puts us at about 230 feet, so we'll put that over here on our secondary or our backup. Perfect. We are pretty much ready for our taxi instructions. So if we are using runway 18, let's come over here and take a quick look at our taxi diagram. We are here at the FBO, so we should just be utilizing, hey, come on, Alpha. So it should be Bravo Alpha to runway 18. Looks good to me. We've already got our weather frequency in here for Sugar Land Regional Airport, and we've got our tower frequency in as well. However, we need to put our ground frequency in for here because they didn't have a switch to that last time around. So that will be 132075. 132 and 075. Oh, it's toasty. My whole body is sweating right now. Literally my entire body. Even my hands. That's crazy. All right. Blue over brown, wings are level, ball is nice and centered, airspeed reads 0, we are within 75 feet of field elevation and not indicating a climb or descent, and that HSI does in fact align with our magnetic compass within 10 degrees. No bubbles, cracks, or leaks. Looking good. Plug this bad boy in. Why are you not charging? Okay, there we go. Looking good. Awesome. Everything looks great. So let's taxi away from this grass so we can open up our window because like I said, it's hot in here. One 132075. Flight plan, Kilo, Sierra, Golf, and Romeo. There we go. Beautiful. Flight plan, switch. Excellent. All right. Window open. Door open. Now that we are moving around, we shouldn't have to worry about any bugs, and maybe I can try to cool down a little bit. Luckily for me, I always close my air vents, so at least I know I'm good there. All right. Executive Ground, Cherokee 7738 November, has information Alpha at the FBO. Like to taxi for a departure over to Sugar Land, please.
Cherokee 773 November, is that ground runway 18, taxi via Charlie Bravo Alpha.
18 via Charlie Bravo Alpha, 773 November, thanks. All right. Ooh. All taxiways are clear. We are entering Charlie now. I was able to get all of the bees out of the airplane, so that was good. I ended up having to sit on the ground longer than I had planned.
I called in the big guys. I'm gonna move the airplane away from the grass and see if that fixes my problem. If you can get it away from the grass. Thank you.
But that's okay. I even had friends calling me like, hey, are you still gonna come hang out with us? Or it's like, yes, I just might be a little late, but I'm on my way. Oh. With all the craziness, I kind of feel like this needed to happen. This being the last flight in Lil Red, at least we have a fun story to share, you know? Remember that one time when Kay got back from lunch and her entire airplane was swarming with bees? Yeah, that was a fun time, right? If anything, it'll make it a memorable experience, so that's always good. Try to look at all the positives. This is our run-up area, so this is where we're gonna knock this out. And there's no one here, so I'm gonna stay far away from that grass, just in case, because now I'm paranoid. All right, RPMs are 1,000. Parking brake is set. Let's knock this out. The brakes are set. Fuel proper tank, 14 and 14, so that is looking good to me. Trim for takeoff. Let's bring that to the middle of neutral here. A little bit more. Perfect, that looks good. Flight control check. Tail is up and tail is down. Looking good. Left turn, left aileron is up, right aileron is down. Right turn, right aileron is up, and the left aileron is down. Excellent. Flight controls are free and correct, and I checked my brakes and my rudders while I was taxiing. Mixture best power, primer is in and locked, and RPM's 2,000. Now I am going to close everything up because if there are any bugs in that grass behind us, when we add in all this extra power, they're gonna swarm. So let's make sure they don't come in the airplane. So let's bring that power up to 2,000. Just nice and easy. All gauges are starting out in the green, looking good. Right magneto check, small drop. Back to both. Right back up to that 2,000. So we lost about 80 there. Left magneto check. Also lost about 80 there. Back to both. And back up to 2,000. All other gauges are still in the green. CHT is looking good. Carb heat on. Small drop, about 40 to 50 RPM there. Carb heat right back off. Right back to that 2,000. And power to idle to ensure the airplane continues to run within a safe RPM range. And it puts us at about 900 or so that looks great to me. Power back up to 1,000. Flaps are 0, electric fuel pump on, mixture's best power, carb heats off, pitot heats off. HSI aligns with magnetic compass within 10 degrees, still no bubbles, cracks, or leaks. Doors latched, window is closed. Transponder squawking 1200, we are VFR, so that's perfect. Landing light on, strobes on, and the time is currently 5:09 p.m. We are ready to go. I am not going to open up my air vent until right before we get cleared for takeoff. Everything else looks good. I don't see any bees swarming in the back, so hopefully that's a good sign. And let's get the heck out of here, shall we? We'll switch to tower.
Save me on tower, marking both.
And we'll do 118-650.
I figured you were in trouble having to work a Sunday evening.
Nah, it's alright. I got the next few days off, so it'll be worth it.
Roger, roger. Hey, picking up IFR clearance, 15 November.
Skyline 15 November, I got a call for your clearance. Just give me a few minutes to get taxied to 18 via Charlie Bravo Alpha.
Charlie Bravo Alpha to 18, 15 November.
Oh, okay. Fuel pump, landing light, rotating beacon on, pitot heat, carb heat off, mixture is full rich, primers in and locked, parking brake released, flaps are 0, trim for takeoff. Doors, windows secured and latched, all gauges remaining in the green and looking good. Let's roll. Executive Tower, Cherokee 7738 November. I'm just going to need about 2 minutes. I heard somebody was taxiing over here. Do you mind if I take a couple minutes?
773 November, that's fine. Just hold short on my 18, advise when you're ready.
Holding short 18, I'll advise as soon as I'm ready. Thanks, 38 November. I thought I had bees in my airplane. I got them all out. I am ready for takeoff, holding short 18773 November.
Okay, 773 November, runway 18, clear for takeoff, left turn not approved.
18 clear for takeoff, left turn out approved. 773 November, thanks. All right, finals clear. Runway's clear. No bees. Let's go. Open up this air vent, open up this air vent. Try to get a little airflow in the airplane if I can. And this is going to be a very, very quick flight. And right now the temperature says 97 degrees. That sounds more accurate to me. Here we go. All right, heels to the floor, slowly adding in all that power. All gauges are in the green, airspeed is alive. Fantastic. Looking good. Pull back. And we'll fly over there at about 1200 or so. Have a safe flight. Looks good. All gauges still in the green. There's the end of our runway, and now we'll turn direct to Sugarland. Electric fuel pump off. Fuel pressure remains in the green. Fuel flow looks good. Landing light off. All other gauges still look good too. This Bravo shelf is 4,000 to 10,000, so yeah, we'll level off right about here, so we don't need to get super far. Thing as to how this is only a 8-minute, 52-minute, good gracious, 8-minute, 52-second flight. Let's slow it down, though. Let's enjoy it.
3 November, frequency change approved. Bye, Kay.
Bye, Logan. Have a good night. I'll see you soon.
You too, bye. 15 November, I have your clearance whenever you're ready.
Give me just a second up here, Logan, when I get to the run-up zone.
All right, no problem.
All right, frequency change approved, so we'll pop in tower 118.65. We've got our ATIS here, 118.12 on the secondary. And we're just about to exit that class Delta, so we will listen to that weather here in just a minute. It's so surreal to me that this is my last time ever flying Lil Red. That's weird. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. Okay. This is Cherokee 7738 November. I actually need to go back to Sugarland Airport, please.
So one thing I really want to point out is if you remember I was telling you guys when I got the airport in sight, I was already thinking about trying to go visual. I'm really glad that I didn't. These clouds that I'm flying in right now were only reported as few and scattered, and they definitely got a lot thicker and a lot lower the more that I flew.
November 3 November, I'm sorry, where are you landing?
We are going to Randolph Airforce Base, Romeo Delta November for 7738 November.
Number 3 November, are they expecting you there?
Affirmative for 7738 November. We have the PPR number if you need it.
For 3 November, we'll just call them, no worries.
Yeah, so let's get flying.
All right, let's do it. Chester County traffic, Cherokee 7738 November is departing runway 29er. We'll be turning out to the west, Chester County. We're gonna take a couple of quick selfies while you're flying Lil Red, because nobody gets to do that, so you should feel very special.
I do.
Chester County traffic, Cherokee 7738 November is on the 45 entering a left downwind runway 29er full stop, Chester County. Chester County, Cherokee 7738 November is final runway 29er full stop, Chester County.
Man, like your flying is on point.
Oh, thank
I
you.
have to admit, like perfect radio calls. We're definitely not going to have like a flying and radio call competition because I'd be decimated. So.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Hang on, guys. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Hey, do not jump. Do not jump.
So it sounds like there was a VFR pilot that entered that airspace or the area where those parachuters were about to jump out of the airplane, which is why they became frantic and stopped the jump until that VFR pilot had left the area. And pretty exciting to hear because that's a first for me. Pops, have you heard anything like that before?
No, I've never heard or seen that. And yeah, look, you can see that one moving pretty fast.
Yeah, that's wild.
I just think this is so cool, so I wanted to show you. If you look at the top of these clouds, you can actually see them building. And about an hour later, this turned into a thunderstorm.
In approach Cherokee 7738 November, can we deviate by about 5 degrees here for a build-up in front of us, please?
Did you say right or left?
To the right would be preferred for 7738 November.
November 38, November deviation right of course approved, and when able, your clear direct destination.
Deviation to the right approved, when able, clear direct destination, 7738 November. Thank you. Eyes inside, airspeed's 125, altitude 9,000, all gauges are in the green, fuel is on the proper tank, we're looking good. Alright, here we go.
Medium chop.
Lost about 40 feet, let's bring in some more power. Airspeed dropped down to 105. Good amount of updrafts over here.
Medium chop.
Definitely had worse. Whoa.
Getting a little slow on us.
I'm full power. 39 degrees, let's turn on that carpet. Ooh. Okay, autopilot disconnect. Gonna hand fly. Approach Cherokee 7738 November. We are actually kind of in a small descent right now. We were getting really slow on that airspeed trying to hold 9,000 going through these clouds.
That's fine. Whatever you need for clouds is fine.
Hey everybody, it's Kay, and I have my friend Allie with me because it is her first time ever flying in a small airplane like Lil Red. We're going to San Antonio Riverwalk. We'll see you in the sky.
Heels to the floor in full power.
30,
Airspeed's alive. All gauges in the green. Alright, are you ready? I'll take that as a yes. Actually gonna watch this bird here.
Oh! You got him so easy!
You didn't expect that?
Oh my gosh!
See, it's not that bad, huh?
Whoa!
Oh, she's silent.
Only because I am thoroughly impressed.
Good.
Oh! I don't like that. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut during this because I know she's focused.
You're fine. There we go.
That was the smoothest landing I have ever experienced.
I wanted so badly to keep both of these airplanes.
Could we make this a
Unfortunately, just wasn't able to make it work, you know? Contrary to popular belief, I am not rich like everybody assumes. I wish I was, because then I'd be able to keep both airplanes, no problem at all. But that being said, I do want to give a huge shout out to all of my subscribers on here and my members. Even just the extra couple of bucks a month does help pay for fuel and maintenance for the airplanes, so thank you very much for all of your continued support. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait for our new adventures and the new airplane. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Roger, thank you.
Got a few updrafts coming here, that's alright. Got some traffic here, 1,700 feet above us, should be no factor. Let's listen to our weather.
Airport, Houston, Texas.
Automated weather observation 2214 Zulu. Wind 160 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky condition scattered 5,000. Temperature 32 Celsius. Dew point 22 Celsius. Altimeter 2987. Remarks. Density altitude 2002.
15 Alpha Tower, turn left, Alpha 3, taxi park, miles ground, point 4, good day.
Airport,
Alpha 3 parking, the echo and ground point 4, 15 Alpha, good day.
2214 Zulu.
Want to hear the winds again?
60 at 10. Visibility.
Not not too shabby. We're going to be using runway 17, which we are in line with anyway, so that's kind of perfect. And everything's looking good. All gauges are in the green. RPMs are at about 21 to 2200. Again, we're not rushing right now. Cylinder head temperature 363. Indicated airspeed 106. Ground speed 99. So we have a little bit of a headwind, which makes sense because we had a small tailwind when we were flying the opposite direction this morning. So that works for me. I don't quite have the field in sight yet, but I do know that we're pretty much in line with it. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye out for that. But this airplane was very good to me, and I will let you know I have already told the new buyer that should he ever decide to sell it again, please contact me first. Because if things continue to go well, or maybe things in life change, I might be able to buy Lil Red back someday. It's just pretty surreal to me, everything that I was able to accomplish with a little Piper Cherokee 180. I think that it's awesome, and I love the fact that you guys have been able to be there for all of the adventures. I mean, you've been there for pretty much everything in this airplane, which I think is really, really cool. And for those of you that first discovered me on TikTok or Instagram or maybe even Facebook, you've really been there for everything, which honestly, it just makes me so happy. Because if I ever forget about Lil Red, which I don't foresee doing, hopefully you never will. Alright, let's make that call. Sugarland Tower, Cherokee 7738, November, inbound about 10 to the northwest. Got the weather, requesting full stop, please.
Cherokee 7738, November, Sugarland Tower, report 3 miles northwest of the airport, landing runway 17.
I report 3 miles northwest, landing 17773, November, thank you. Switch tanks message, we don't need to do that. We've got about 5 minutes, 38 seconds until we get to our airport. And I don't quite see it, but I am using both pilotage and dead reckoning, so I've got a few kind of things that I always look for. I look for the lake, the smokestacks, and the really big Amazon fulfillment building, and I've got all three in sight, so I know we're getting pretty darn close. I do believe I also have the grain elevator in sight, so I'm going to go ahead and start turning a little bit more to the left so that I can enter a 3-mile base or a 3-mile final for 17, whatever he decides to give us.
Inbound 8 miles to the northwest with the numbers full stop.
So 2141 Yankee, Sugarland Tower, continue eastbound to square it off, and runway 17, clear to land.
Continue eastbound and clear to land 17, 214 Yankee.
Alright, so he is 700 feet above us, but he is flying directly towards the field, so we're going to slow ourselves down a little bit so we don't have to do anything crazy. I don't quite see him yet, but I know where he's supposed to be. One thing you guys always ask me is, do I always fly with my autopilot? And the answer is no. For short trips like this, absolutely not. I'm excited to check out all of the new avionics in my new airplane, though. It does have Avidyne and Dynon and a different style autopilot than I'm used to. So I am in basically full-blown training mode at this point, but I was really happy that the weather cooperated and I was able to come out and take Lil Red for one last spin. Obviously not a real spin, but you get it.
Turning inbound for 41 Yankee.
29 Echo Tower, runway 17, clear to land.
He might actually be planning to have us come in first. I can't quite tell. Let's keep our speed up, see if we can get lucky. Gonna get a little bumpy right over here, it always does. Flying right over the Amazon building. Alright, I've got the hangars in sight, I've got the tower in sight, I can't actually see the runway just yet. I do not have that traffic in sight, but still looking for him.
Cherokee 38 November Tower, let's make it a left turn, 040.
040-773 November. Darn. I was hoping. No such luck. Add in some more power. We're going to stop losing altitude now since we're going to be flying away from the field to let these guys come in first.
Cherokee 38 November Tower, you got traffic 12 o'clock and about a mile and a half there, Cessna 172 at 1,800.
Roger, looking 773 November. Traffic in sight for 773 November.
38 November, follow that Cessna, runway 17, clear to land number 3.
Follow the Cessna, clear to land number 3, 773 November, thank you. I could see him because he was in the middle of a turn. Now it's really hard to see him. But he's got a little bit of reflectiveness going on, so that's kind of nice. We'll let him get right in front of us, give him a few extra seconds, and then we'll make our turn for final. Everything else is looking really good though. Airplane is running beautifully. I wanted to clean my windows off today, but we've been clearing out the hangar because we're also moving airports, so I didn't have any window cleaner with me, and it being a Sunday, maintenance was closed. So unless I wanted to go to the store and spend $50 on all the supplies that I was gonna need, I just dealt with the dirty window. Hopefully y'all don't mind. All right, they should be plenty clear. Nobody else coming in on final. Excellent. 200 feet away from our selected altitude. We're in a descent, and again, we came over here at about 1,200 feet, so that's all right with me. We can configure to land, so mixture's full, rich, fuel pump and landing light are on, rotating beacon on, pitot heat, carb heat's off. Primer is in and locked. And... oh yeah, we timed this perfectly! Almost like we know what we're doing. Heck yeah. There's our white arc, and we're under it. So first notch flaps 10 degrees. Start slowing down, so I'm going to pull that power down to about 1,800 RPM.
29 Echo left there at Alpha 3, taxi park, Montage ground point 4. Montage Alpha 4, 29 Echo.
Everything looks good.
And Shoreline Tower, good afternoon. X-ray Alpha Sierra Charlie Zulu ready for takeoff.
X-ray Alpha Sierra Charlie Zulu, Shoreline Tower, hold short runway 17, landing traffic.
Hold short 17, Charlie Zulu.
Can't quite see if I'm on glide slope or not, but should be pretty darn close. Airspeed slowly coming down, but we're getting a little bumpy. Oh yeah, one red, one white. Perfect. Second notch flaps 25. And that airplane is on the ground. Perfect timing. Well, I've said it before and I've said it again. Thank you for being a part of all of the amazing adventures that we have had here in Lil Red. I can't wait for all the new ones that we've got planned for the Piper Seneca 3. Thank you for your support, and I hope that you've enjoyed spending time with me in Lil Red. It's a nice, bittersweet goodbye, but we all knew it was coming someday. So I'm excited for what I've got in store, and that's really all I got. Time to come in and land. Airspeed's about 90, all gauges still in the green.
41 Yankee Tower, turn left, Alpha 3, taxi park, Montage ground point 4, good day.
And still on that glide slope.
41 Yankee.
He's still on the runway. Get out of here. There we go. And he's clear. Perfect. Lap 0. Little
November,
aerodynamic.
turn left Alpha 3, taxi park, monitor ground point 4, good day.
Left on Alpha 3, taxi to park, monitor ground, and this is my last flight here at the airport and in Lil Red, so just wanted to say thank you for everything. It's been a blast.
Oh, so glad to hear. You have a good one.
You too. Well, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button. It does help the channel, and it means a lot to me. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an adventure. And thank you so much for flying with Lil Red and I. We love you. We hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and we will see you next time. Or at least I will. In the new Seneca 3, which next time I will tell you the name. I promise. Bye!